segment, particularly the segment that we get to talk to you on football matters. My name is Eita Balogun, and yes, it's a beautiful Sunday. Now I get to do this segment with guys that I like to call gentlemen of quality. They call themselves GQ. I mean, Larry did say that before we came into the studio just about now. But I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome you guys. I'll start with Nodi. It's been a while, Nodi. I know you've been busy watching the games, catching the games on Sunday, especially now that the MPFL games are being played on Sunday. So I know you've been very busy. But it's good to see you too as well.
Always fantastic to be here.
Good to see you, Larry.
It was a pleasure to be here.
I have so many things we're going to talk about today, right? We're going to start with the Stephen Keshi situation. I'm sure Bada has been saying it. He's been whispering it for a while now that, look at it, these guys were going to fire Stephen Keshi. I mean, if they were going to disengage Stephen Keshi, let's use that word, or terminate his contract, they should just come out and they should have done it long before now. But again, we'll get their reactions as regards that particular matter. I also will talk to you as regards the Copa America. But quickly, let's take you through the results of the Nigerian Nationwide League. These games took place on Thursday and Friday last week. And it was Division 1 results. I'm going to take you through the results. We saw Doma United play 3-2 with Wiki Feeders. Rising Stars played 3-1 with Quara Feeders. We also saw Islanders FC play 2-1 with Lobby Junior. FC Abuja played 1-1 with JC United. Shekarao Babes defeated Cardinal Bays 7-0. Doma United defeated Wiki Tourist Feeders 3-2. Ajiroba Oni played 0-1 with Teslim Balogun. And Afijo United played 1-1 with Grey. Results on your screen. That's the nationwide results. Quickly, let's take you through the MPFL. That will be our focus. Games will take place today, and we'll take you through the fixtures of the games that will take place in the MPFL. Interesting games we'll see. Remember, the NNL is on recess, so to speak. The game that was played yesterday was between FC Taraba and Quara United. Today, we'll see Dolphins play Wiki Tourist. Giwa FC will take on Atlant. Ifeanyi will take on Shooting Stars. Sharks FC will play Nassau United. Bayelsa United will play host to Warri Wolves. Other games that will take place will be Lobby taking on Sunshine Stars, Aqua United will take on Enugu Rangers, and Kano Pillars will take on El Kanemi Warriors. Guys, games that you'll be looking forward to particularly. Before I come to Nodi, because I'm sure Nodi has a focus on a particular game that is looking to. Let's start with Larry.
Straight up, it has to be the Abia Clasico. The game between Enyimba and Abia Warriors stands out for me for so many reasons. Abia Warriors have been very good this season. They've been playing very well. And Enyimba as well have been very, very brilliant. Enyimba on a current run of 8 games without losing. They came to they came to Ibadan and actually got a result there. And they've been getting results on the road as well. Remember that last season, this same fixture, Abia Warriors actually went to Enyimba Stadium in Aba and defeated them. Cletus Utodo got a long win strike, 1-0. But when Enyimba went back to Abia Warriors Stadium, it was 3-3. So there's not a lot to choose between these two sides. Although Abia Warriors actually defeated Enyimba last season in the Abia FA Cup final and the Federations Cup. Be that as it may, Enyimba has all to do today. Incidentally, I think both of them use the same stadium because of the challenges that Abia Warriors has with his own stadium. So it's like a local home match for both teams. Enyimba is at home, Abia Warriors is at home, so to speak. But on paper, you would expect Enyimba to win and not let what happened last season to repeat itself. Christian Obiozo 2 goals in 3 games, and you would expect that in spite of the absence of Ofodo, Enyimba may still get the win.
And Enyimba, should they go ahead and win today's game, they'll go back to the top of the table. Now, Sunshine Stars play away as well as Victoria together occupy first and third. And you see the likes of Sunshine Stars, Bada. You see the likes of Ifeanyi Uba, formerly known as Gabros. You see the likes of Wiki Tourist occupying top 4. Giwa FC occupying top 4. And like we said last week, do you think it's going to stay like this for a while, or probably till the end of the season? Is it possible that Sunshine Stars might just run away with the league, or the likes of Kano Pillars and then the usual suspects will come back?
Well, if Kano Pillars running away with the league, they say the morning tells the day. It doesn't seem like they would run away with it. Even
Sunshine Stars.
I mean, okay, you mean Sunshine Stars? Yeah. No, I mean it's neck to neck at the top. There is no clear leader. And if you take into cognizance the sort of run that a team like Enyimba has been on, and of course their pedigree over the years, you feel that maybe we'll have one of the tightest title races on our hands this particular season. It's shaping up that way, really. Sunshine Stars will have something to say about it. Pillars, you can't discountenance them based on experience with the last 3 wins. And of course, the fact that a non-footballing issue accounted for their slow start, the unfortunate incident of the armed robbery. So, I mean, as time passes, the more recovery they can get in from that incident, and the results are beginning to show that they may just be getting over it. So it's still a long way. But Wiki Tourist, I can't say, because I mean I don't see them lasting the distance, but Sunshine, Kano Pillars, Eyimba. I have a feeling one of those three will finish champions at the end of the season.
And I know you've seen many of these games. Are you satisfied with the level of play of the teams? The referees, have they played some role in have they been effective, so to speak? I mean, just a general overview. I mean, it's week 15. We have about 23 more games to go to the end of the season. But so far, are you impressed with the level of play as well as officiating and all that has made the league successful thus far?
I think the referees have really proved me wrong. In the last 3 seasons, when we get to the 12th week, some of those shenanigans from the men in black, we begin to see them show forth, and that's why I for this season I've seen the referees. They must have lived above board because of there's so much attention on the referees. Because what the NFF is thinking about for the Nigerian referees is the World Cup in 2018 in Russia. One Nigerian referee will be at the center in one of the games of the World Cup. So the referees want to impress, to see if they can have a look in first to CAF at the CAF level, then to move them to the World Cup in 2018. So they really live above board. They've officiated some of these games, some on TV, where some of the referees are found wanting, they get punished and they get fined. Some of them banned for officially big games. So they live above board. So far, so good. For the teams, we've not seen any on-field incidences that have really been the recurring incident, of course, in the last 3-4 seasons.
Apart from the fact that some people went to beat up this coach, Kadiri Khan.
That's an off-field, not on-field. That off-field, but then it was really dealt with by shooting stars themselves. They were able to identify those who actually did that. So what we see now is that by the time we approach the end of this season, I think the MLSC first try to do a review of this plan, see where they got it wrong, try to improve on it, see where they got it wrong, try to make amends, where they got it right, and try to sustain that momentum. Because as it seems so far, the teams have become very comfortable. If you win at away, if you win at home, and we've seen team applaud the home team, applaud the referee for good officiating. So I think that's commendable because for in the past we've had teams look at the officiating first. If you have a team that has a very poorly motivated player, they have the worst of players. The bench is not something to write. It's something to write home about. What they do is they lose the game. The first thing they point is the referee. By the time they go home, instead of paying attention to the fact that they played poorly in that game, they try to blame their defeat on the referees. And at the end of the day, their fans will be expecting same kind of gestures from referees if they are hosting. So that's why we have some of those crowd violence, hooliganism. So we've not seen that so far. Even something that some coaches have made some uncomplimentary remarks about the officiating of referee and they get punished for that. I think that's commendable from the LFC. But we hope that it will sustain this momentum. As I just said, I think when you mentioned the team that will eventually win, I hope you see if you put £1 million on that team, those 3 teams, I know Badia will come here smiling. Yes, that's the guarantee. Because like I said, Sunshine, unlike they missed the top 4 last season because of the game they played at home. Some of the games they must have won at home. The one that won away, the one against Kano Pillars in Kano, they played the 2-0 draw. Aqua United the last kick. Aqua United the last kick they lost. They got 6 points. That would have shot them to the top 4. So we are seeing them. Kano Pillars is still around 6-7 positions. They're still within the range. Eyimba is second, and you could see neck and neck. So these 2 teams are going to play the last game of the first round in Aba.
Oh, okay. So let's take a look at the log table. Sunshine Stars are on top with 29 points, tied on points with the Eyimba FC in second. Wiki Terrace occupy third, and Giwa FC are in fourth. Now, bottom 4, we have Bayelsa United, Dolphin, Taraba, and Sharks. Now, remember, the MPFL will see 4 teams actually drop into the NNL. Gbenga Ogunbota, as we round off the MPFL segment, I mean, Gbenga Ogunbota has impressed with us, but he hasn't lost.
He hasn't. He's played 5 games so far, 3 at home and then 2 on the road, and he's drawn those 2 on the road with Taraba. Although Taraba has been there for the taking because Taraba is not playing in Taraba. So anybody who goes to play Taraba is almost like a neutral venue. Having said that, I thought most teams always go to Taraba to win. Eyimba defeated Taraba away in Taraba, I think. So a team like 3SC, you expect them to also defeat Taraba away, since they are trying to also compete for the top. But as it stands, they won 2 at home against Sharks, against Lobby Stars, drew at home to Eyimba, and then went on the road, drew away at Taraba, and also drew at was it Bayelsa United, and I'm not so sure the last one. But 5 games on the trot, very good. So today they are away to Ifeanyiba as well. They have their own challenges. I think they've not won any 2 at home. They even lost against Wiki Tourist in the last one. So
under John
very true. So 3SC has everything to do away, and there's nothing stopping them. Junior Ajayi is back from the under 23 camp. So they have complement of a full squad.
So Ogunbote is going to that game against against Ifayoba that John Obu is the coach. I mean, I don't mean anything though. All right, that's what the log table. That's how it looks like, and that's a wrap up on the MPFL. Now as we move on quickly, let's touch one more topic locally, which is the Stephen Keshi issue. And I'm going to come to Bada straight because for a while, I mean, if you listen to this program every Sunday, you probably would have heard Bada at some point in time say, look at if the NFF were going to disengage Keshi, they should have done it long before Narad and waste our time. So many factors, but they had to wait after investigating the Cote d'Ivoire situation. We were made to believe.
Oh well.
Or we've been made to believe that is Stephen Keshi, the average Joe.
There's a saying in Yoruba that if they are looking to set you on fire or set you ablaze,
now you need to say that in Yoruba.
The last thing
you need to say that in Yoruba
to do is to rub petrol all over yourself. Yeah. Say, that's what they say in Yoruba. This Stephen Keshi case is a demonstration of that saying, really, because from the off, this particular NFF regime never wanted Stephen Keshi. They never hid it. He looked to have been foisted on them, and when the opportunity presented itself for them to hang him, by the noose, they took it 101%, and that's exactly what has happened. The wise men went on their voyage to Cote d'Ivoire on their investigation, and apparently what this means is that they were able to ascertain that indeed Keshi put in for the Ivory Coast job, which is a breach on his contract. Even though that bit of his contract was not known to most of us,
yes, they
have, articulated the fact that it's part of his contract that should he put in for another job whilst he's still the coach of the Super Eagles, it would, constitute a breach of his contract. Yeah. On which ground they will be able to terminate that contract, and they have exercised. One word that jumped at me from the statement they released is summarily disengage Stephen Keshi. And that's exactly what
sounds like when you're expelling a student from summary dismissal and all that. But I like your reaction to, Nodi, I know you follow the Super Eagles closely too. I know you've worked some distance, you've followed the Super Eagles at some distance, and you know this team. Your opinion as regards this?
Well, I think when the whole incidents happened, when the news broke, I went back to October 16, 2014. The same kind of announcement. If you go to the statement, it was the same thing they said, and the same people who were first.
That's the second time it was fired, or the first time it was fired?
No, the first time it was fired.
Okay.
But my question is, it was the disciplinary committee that was meant to investigate. I don't know whether the disciplinary committee has the power to pass it on to the executive committee.
Was he fired?
No, the contract was terminated.
Yes.
But because that matter went to the disciplinary committee. They went on, like brother said, on a voyage to Abidjan. For my understanding of how the processes work, it was this disciplinary committee that would have made pronouncement first. Then it takes the matter, whether it likes it or not. Then probably the executive committee will just endorse whatever they do. But I don't know how the process is being done. But I think what the NFF, like we all be saying, that if you want to take him out, take him out. Don't take it too long. Don't take him too long. I don't understand now, because now we have Tanzania in the making, because we've seen this as more of a distraction. If you know, because a coach applied for a job, it become a big issue. For the first, when that whole incident happened, this should have been a matter within the NFF, not to be blown to the public domain. I don't appreciate that.
Now, you talk about the Enyama issue.
No, the Keshi's matter, because even though we saw it, but the way the NFF went about it. If you want to do your investigation or you want to travel, you want to go on your honeymoon to Abidjan, we don't go to the media. You can do it quietly. And do whatever you want. You do your investigation and come back and make whatever investigation you want to make. And you tell us this is what he did. But when they make everything public, it gives us an impression that there's foul play somewhere. Or
maybe that time is transparent.
It's a problem. Transparency does not mean transparency does not mean that you have to make something that is confidential public. It's not transparency.
Okay.
That's the first thing. So what it means that a lot of people have been saying this is just mere personal vendetta. But for me, Keshi, you should have left when the nation is loudest.